there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so excited to be here. We are Specifics, and I'm Patrina Rutherford, where our techniques and therapies help you calm the overwhelmed mind, shift energy blocks, and open your heart to higher, brighter frequencies. And I'm so happy to introduce you to a very dear friend of mine who is going to help you with opening your heart to higher, brighter frequencies. Her name is Jan Ordoyne, and hey Jan, how are you? Welcome.
Thank
Now,
you.
Jan and I have known each other since around 2002?
2002, 2003.
Yeah, 2002. Jan opened the first New Age bookstore in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, and the name of it is My Higher Nature. And she was also the first person to start a psychic and wellness fair in Ocean Springs. And that was pretty bold for you to do in Ocean Springs at the time, wasn't it?
It was, but I felt the need to bring that out because there was so many misconceptions about what New Age was and alternative health, and I wanted to show the public something more, something greater.
And we had so much fun with those. You brought so many interesting speakers and so many interesting vendors in. And I was really fortunate. I brought my essential oils in. And so it was really a lot of fun. Those were some really fun times. And what you're going to show us today is Jan is now a jewelry maker. And she now lives in Missouri. And so she spends her time making beautiful crystal jewelry, and they are jewelry with intention. And today we are going to focus on, which one are we going to focus on, Jan? I think it's this baby, right?
I do believe it is the sacred rose.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank
you. Go ahead and let's get into this. How did you come up with the sacred rose?
Yeah, a little background on it, on how it came into being is one day I was just looking through and I came across this picture of a rose. It was absolutely beautiful, single rose, and it truly just resonated with me that day. And it had reminded me of times when I had been out walking in the woods behind my house and could smell the roses in the air, although there were none around. Sometimes I'd smell gardenias, but that was one of my teachers, so I know who that is. But it just reminded me of the smell of roses.
I've been obsessed with roses lately, and I have some new essential oils in, and it's a blend of roses because roses are very expensive, and it takes about 5,000 pounds of rose petals to make rose oil. And sometimes when you combine, Jan and I we have a lot of fun combining the therapeutic properties and the mystical properties of the crystals with the essential oils and blending them together. And so I love roses. I love the rose quartz. I love the rose essential oils. Can you tell us a little bit about, what that means? What does it mean when you're smelling roses?
Interesting that you should say that, because the rose is the aroma of sanctity. And it is said that when you smell roses, that's because there's heavenly beings around you. Perhaps it's your guides or your teachers, your angels, letting you know of their presence and that they are with you.
That's perfect. That's beautiful, because you can kind of feel that even when you, it's almost like when you wear rose or rose quartz, you bring them and attract them to you.
Oh, it's one of the highest. Roses is one of the highest vibrations known.
That's really interesting, because we talk a lot about vibrational energy with the crystals and their healing properties. So now, why in this particular bracelet, and I may be jumping ahead a little bit because I'm so excited about this, but can you tell us a little bit more about your inspiration for this jewelry and why you're using rose quartz in this jewelry?
Absolutely. As I said, I'd come across the picture of that rose and it just so resonated with me. And then I began to think of how I could possibly recreate this emotion into a piece of jewelry. And it was in that instant that I knew I had to choose the stones whose energies represented love, since a rose is one of the highest forms of love. And it comes in many shades, and since there's many different aspects of love, I knew I wanted to use multiple shades of the stones of love. And all of this actually needs to be integrated in order to express its purest form. And it's all related to the heart chakra. Okay, so the intention of the secret rose is to surround you with the highest spiritual vibration known, love. And the energy, or the purpose of all of my energy stones, in conjunction with the amazing, all of my energy bracelets, in conjunction with the amazing energy of stones, is to raise your intentions, since our feelings and emotions create a corresponding frequency of consciousness. Now, in this one, in this piece, I've used rose quartz, and it's actually one of the most important stones of our time. It represents love for ourselves, our partner, our life, our children, family, the earth, the universe, all the way up to the divine.
And it also stands for universal love as just a wholeness, like what you explained. I've heard it referred to as the stone of universal love.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful term for it. It fits it perfectly. And as we're evolving into this new paradigm, our energy is beginning to shift up from our survival chakras to our heart chakra. Mm-hmm. So it's highly recommended to keep this chakra clear and strengthened. Remember, the heart chakra is one of the strongest generators of light within the body. Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that you have some beautiful pearls in this piece, Jan. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And I usually think of them as being delicate. Can you tell me, though, they're very powerful. Can you tell me how you're using them in this piece?
Well, the roses, or the pearls, I've chosen to symbolize the roses. And there is a pearl within each one of us. And that's where its true beauty is within, in an outer cast or shell. It represents who we truly are. And I've chosen 3 pearls, each one to signify a different aspect of ourselves. One, our physical incarnation, our soul star, and our higher soul, or also known as the monadic aspect of ourselves. And pearls symbolize the best within us: honesty, purity, wisdom, integrity. They remind us to walk with dignity. And they can stimulate your femininity and help with self-acceptance, helping us to be in touch with the simple, honest things in life. Now, on either side of those pearls, or what I'm calling my roses, you'll notice I've got peridot. And peridot signifies growth, and here they also represent the leaves alongside the flower.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt you there because I just think that is a beautiful idea. When I saw this bracelet and saw this little peridot in there, I thought that was such a nice sparkling touch to this. And when you told me that it symbolized the leaves, it just made me smile. It just kind of opened up my heart, just knowing that that's what that symbolized. That's beautiful, Jan.
Well, thank you. And actually that goes along with some of the aspects of peridot, because it helps to activate and harmonize not only the solar plexus, but the heart chakra as well, allowing for there to be an integration of love. The vibration brings an inner sense of warmth and well-being. It's a stone of financial success and spiritual abundance.
We like that.
Yeah, we could all use some of that. Allowing you to actually accept your birthright, which is complete in abundance and increase on all levels of life. Okay, and then alongside there, you might notice the second set of pink, which is rhodonite. And rhodonite is a stone of outer directed love. It's more of altruism and generosity, often using one's talents to bring gifts to others. It speaks to us of our responsibility to use our skills in the spiritual rebirth of the earth and each other in these times of transformation. To use our skills to bring out the talents and gifts of others so that they too may go out and help.
So that's with the rhodonite?
Yes.
Okay, and the rhodonite, so we talked about this before, how it's kind of like projects. It projects, so it's like a lighthouse does. You projecting from the inside out to assist others.
Absolutely, bringing your light out to assist others, to bring them home.
Oh, okay. Okay, and now you're going to tell us the difference between the rhodonite and the rhodocrosite.
Yeah, rhodocrosite is not just a stone of love, it's more a stone of self-directed love. More for the purpose of emotional healing, to assist one in resurrecting your very own inner gifts and talents, of opening up to compassion for your inner child. It comforts the soul and helping one to reclaim your rightful power and to be everything that you were meant to be. It's a stone that reminds us that before we can truly love all that there is, we have to love ourselves. And that's what this one is more directed towards.
We talk about that a lot in our classes in gratitude, and what we talk about is how important it is that the most important relationship that you have with another human being is the one that you have with yourself.
Absolutely. So that's why we're integrating all the different aspects of love, not just outward, but inward as well.
That's beautiful. Okay, then, are you ready to talk about the fourth dimensional? Because that's really fascinating to me.
Sure. On each bracelet that I made, there's what I call a fourth dimensional bead, and I have placed it at the fourth position of each bracelet with a purpose, and it represents our evolution. Right now, we have just tipped over the apex between the third dimension, which was known as the Piscean age, and that was all about the physical world, the material world, the age of industry. We have tipped over that apex into the fourth dimension, which is all about the world of thought, idea, intention, manifestation. It's what we're calling the Aquarian age. And it's the time now to start bringing our creative manifestation into what we truly want, not only for ourselves, but for others. Okay. So at this time, it's very, very important to keep your thoughts away from negativity. At least you create this, especially since we've gone into this mode. And to keep your thoughts attuned to the higher ideals. And it's through this power of intention and gratitude and keeping your thoughts focused that you will actually begin to manifest all that is truly for your highest good. But you know that this bead is a constant visual reminder to keep your thoughts solely on facilitating a connection with supernatural holiness and the greatest of all energies.
Right. You and I were talking about that earlier, that right now it seems like thoughts and manifestation are happening very quickly, that much quicker than they used to even a year ago.
Oh, you think about it, and I've heard so many people talk about it, not just thinking of someone and the phone rings, but wanting a situation to arise and suddenly a door opens to that. So many things. And as you said, it's happening faster and faster because this is the world that we are coming into.
During this intentional jewelry is you're teaching them, you're teaching all of us and sharing with us these gifts of these stones that are going to help you maintain your focus and your clarity and purpose, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And everyone that I create will have a little notation on what it is a reminder for. So just in that instant of seeing it, you want to keep your thoughts high and to manifest what it is that you're looking for. And one of the biggest things is you would need to release any conscious, unconscious, and self-sabotaging thoughts that oppose your outcome. Let's see. As I said earlier, one of the other things that I really love about this is that the rose's higher vibration, and remember this, the rose's higher vibration provides a conduit through which higher beings manifest themselves in our physical world.
And the rose oil, as it resonates with the rose quartz and the other beautiful shades of pink that you have in this bracelet, it's also an oil that is a calming and centering and balancing, and it's a clearing, almost like a decluttering of your mind. It helps you to focus on exactly what these crystals are doing. And you know, like I mentioned before, you and I like to focus on the vibrational frequencies and matching up the crystals and the oils and creating, you know, blends and things like that, which is a lot of fun, Jan. I have a lot of fun working with you.
And I'm always amazed at how you can have one and I will have the same thought going and we wind up with the same stones or the same scent.
We do. And this is one of Jan's pieces too that I'm wearing right now. And this is one that we mixed with, and I've got the blend up here. I still have it.
Intuition.
The intuition. And I have the whole set. And we did a gratitude set, and I have the blends that are going with it that we're finally going into production, creating perfumes, but they're not really perfumes. They're anointing oils because there's no alcohol in the bases. But I think this is going to be fun. And Jan and I have so much much fun, mixing and blending these beautiful gifts from nature, so that you guys can experience a more peaceful, calm lifestyle.
Yes, that is the intent behind each and every one of these. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that in this particular bracelet, it can actually be made in either the daintier 6mm beads, which is what you were showing, or if you want a more bold look, they also come in 8mm beads.
Oh, perfect. Nice. Now, is there anything else you want to say about the bracelets before I kind of tell people how to get in touch with you?
I think we've got it, yes.
I think we do, at least until we get together and talk again. And we did kind of keep an outline for you guys this time, because once Jan and I talk, we'll talk for hours about this. And then we'll go to our separate places and create, and then come back and talk for some more hours about it. But we always come up with some beautiful pieces. Jan comes up with gorgeous pieces, and we inspire each other. And we want our inspirations to inspire and be of assistance to you. And I'm going to let Jan tell you how to find these pieces of jewelry.
Well,
we're going to leave that in there. I'm not editing that. We're just humans.
Etsy, you go to Etsy.com, and the store, or my store, is My Higher Nature. And it's exactly like it's spelled. So I think all of us should be in our very own higher nature.
That's right. And I thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jan, for being here. And this has been a lot of fun. And I know it's going to be very informative for everyone out there. And I'm hoping that pretty soon, Jan is going to be recording a little crystal class for my Spastifics membership.
I'm not going to get rid of you until I do.
No, you're not, because I know where you live. Thank you, Jan, and thank you all for watching. And like Jan said, if whenever you're ready to order your pieces, your intention bracelets, just go to Etsy, and she's at My Higher Nature. And thank you so much, Jan, once again.
You're very welcome.
Okay, and stay tuned, because we're going to do some more of these. All right, thanks, you guys. Bye.
Bye.